Hello, this is Mark Denham, radio presenter, audio producer, podcaster, and voiceover. Today on the audio journey, we're on part 53, and we're talking about speech. Not the speech that you and I would deliver as voiceovers or as podcasters, but generated speech, artificially generated speech, and this is something that you can do within Adobe Audition. It is worth saying here, what you can do depends on what computer you have. If you have a Windows computer, you will get the options provided by the Microsoft speech generation engine. And if you get a Apple computer, then your options are from the Apple speech generation. So I have a Windows computer and I cannot therefore generate all the voices you can on an Apple. Equally on an Apple, you can't generate the very few voices that you can on Windows. But one thing I will say, without getting into the PC versus Mac debate, is that you can generate the Siri voice if you have Audition in a Mac, and you cannot do that in Windows. I have a Windows computer, but how you do it is the same principle on both. So we will start a new file, and we will call it voice generated. There it is. It's an empty WAV file, and you go to the effects menu and generate. You have the option of noise or tones or speech. We want speech, and here are my options. I have Microsoft Hazel Desktop, which is English, United Kingdom. I have Microsoft Zyra Desktop, which is English, United States. Those are my options. If you do have more options available, so you can change the gender, the voice, and the age range as well of your voice. But what you can do is you can now make this voice, which you can choose using these options, depending on the computer you have, say whatever you want. So I can type in here a phrase that I'd like it to say, and let's see how it gets on. If we generate that now, there is our generated speech. Let's have a listen.
This is Mark creating a tutorial.
Now, obviously, that's not bad for artificially generated speech. It needs a bit of work on it. But within Windows, you get those two options. Within Apple, you'll get more options than that. Let's start another file now. We'll just call it Untitled 2 because I'm not going to save it. I don't need to save it. Effects and generate speech. And there we are. Let me add a little bit to that on the audio journey. And this is part 53. This time we'll change perhaps to the American voiceover. Oh, no. There we are. Let's try that again. A tutorial for the audio journey, part 53. Very important warning here, by the way. You may wonder what that triangle is. It does tell you built-in voices provided by the operating system might not have a license suitable for commercial use. Doesn't really matter if you are a voiceover, because you would really want to be pushing your own voice rather than the computer's generated voice, rather than letting the computer perhaps put you out of business. It doesn't really matter, but it is just a little bit of fun. We've now selected the United States voice, which is Microsoft Zyra Desktop. Let's see how she gets on. Here we go.
This is Mark, creating a tutorial for the audio journey part 53.
And now if we wanted to, we could, at the end of that file, we could go back in now. We could go to Effects and Generate Speech. This time I'm going to copy it because I'm guessing it's going to blow away what I had. Yes, it did. I'll put it back in and then we'll generate that at the end. And now we have both voices.
This is Mark, creating a tutorial for the audio journey part 53.
This is Mark creating a tutorial for the audio journey part 53.
Now, I mean, it's not bad for artificially generated voices, but it would need a lot of work if you were going to use that. And please remember, if you are going to use that, you must check that you are licensed to use it how you intend to use it. It's just one of the things that you can do within Adobe Audition. Effects, generate speech. If you do use it, have fun with it. As always, I would appreciate if you subscribe if you're on YouTube and tick the notification bell. If you have any questions, then you can stick them in the comments below on YouTube. You can see the entire audio journey on markdenham.com, all 53 parts now. And of course, if you have any questions and you're on the website, you can go to the contact tab at the top and send me a message and I will get back to you. Have fun with the artificial speech generation and make some amazing audio.